A wise decision, human. Advancement cannot be denied. The eternal mind will...
And as sudden as the negotiations had started, they were over. The distorted voice of the hive mind was quickly cut off and swallowed by the explosion of its life-giving machinery. Me and my team took cover and waited until the explosion had calmed down to observe the aftermath. Only a smoking pile of burning junk and organic matter remained of the so-called eternal mind. My team looked at me, and again they nodded. They and I knew the thing I had done had been the right thing. The offer of this alien being had sounded very tempting and without a lot of bad consequences. Still though, if you want to make someone trust you, you first need to prove that you are trustworthy yourself. After seeing how many of my squad members, as well as innocent civilians of Earth, had to die for this glorious future, I decided that the advancement could wait. Our scientists had achieved a lot of breakthroughs without the need of being part of one huge system. Besides, sometimes advancement can be a terrible thing. Better to stay in the old but well-known past than to enter an advanced but unknown future. We had accomplished our goal. The alien leader was no more. Our work here was done. XCOM had served its purpose. We had saved our planet. At least, we hoped so. There was no more resistance on our way out of the base. Aliens were laying lifeless on the cold floors, even new ones, ethereals, chrysalids, and the like. But they were not moving, not at all. It was as if someone had ripped out their very souls from their bodies. It appeared that without the psionic link of the hive mind, they were all nothing more but puppets, waiting for a new master to pull their strings. When we got back to the surface, thankfully the Avenger was still standing. No aliens waiting to attack us, no burning vessel signalizing that we would need to stay on this planet. Just silence. What a miracle. A happy ending to it all. I could hardly believe it. Well, we had done everything we could on the surface of the Red Planet, and now we just wanted to get the hell off this damn planet. As we entered the ship, bringing the wounded and exhausted inside, as well as recovering the bodies of our fallen teammates, all of a sudden the ground started to shake. The ship's sensors detected a massive heat buildup within the base. All around us, the pyramids were starting to crumble. It was the signal that we had no time to waste. Whether or not this was some hidden self-destruct mechanism, soon Cydonia would be no more. I was certain of that. Quickly I moved inside the ship, closing the hatch. It was time to go home. As we looked out of the ship back to the surface of Mars, we witnessed the sudden spectacle. Nobody really knew why this destruction had happened all of a sudden. Most of the squad members were just happy that we got out in time. However, I wondered if I was the only one thinking about the hive mind. No matter how evil its acts of war had been, this place had still once belonged to an ancient race, which could have been our very ancestor. The place had held secrets to our past, but now it was no more. Something inside of me regretted that the knowledge of the hive mind was forever gone. But ultimately, I decided to ignore these thoughts. Hoping that I really had done the right thing, I watched as the ancient city of Cydonia, the last remaining stronghold of this ancient civilization, was slowly buried forever. This is the personal log of Captain TSC. I really didn't think that I would make another one of these, but I'm still alive, so whatever. For the heck of it, sure, why not? We had heavy casualties. A lot of the men are wounded and exhausted, but we made it. The mission was a success. The alien leader has been destroyed, and hopefully the war is over. We haven't been able to reach HQ back on Earth yet, but we are all hoping for the best. We really don't wish to come back home only to find that the war is still going on. However, we are feeling pretty satisfied with what we have achieved. Nobody else has ever achieved something like we did. And despite the fact that not everyone is alive to see the fruits of our victory, they will live on in our minds. We fought for our planet, for our people, and we won. That is all that matters. This was the personal log of Captain TAC, and we are coming home. The ship is alright so far. There seem to be a few technical difficulties with the helium reactor. Apparently, ever since the hive mind got destroyed, the thing has been acting up a little bit strange. But everything should be alright until we get back home. Please, let Earth be alright. That is all I wish for now. The flight through space went pretty well without any problems. However, when we finally reached Earth, it wasn't a minute too soon. Because the helium reactor all of a sudden ceased to function. In fact, the thing seemed to be more unstable than ever before. So we quickly tried to land. However, when we reached the atmosphere of our planet and tried to find our base in Europe, we had to see that it was no longer there. Everything else seemed to be alright, but the base was nowhere to be seen. Only smoke and flames. We already feared the worst and landed, ready to fight whatever alien bastard may have been left. However, it turned out that something else had happened. First of all, the war was over. Finally. It had worked out. We were greeted by our people, by all the people. Apparently, once the hive mind got destroyed, at the exact same time, all the aliens on Earth had just fallen over like puppets. All the UFOs had just fallen out of the sky. Thankfully, most of them had exploded in the sky as well, and hadn't crashed into any cities or something. It went surprisingly well, and it feels strange to finally have peace back. Almost unbelievable. However, not everything went all that well. Apparently, ever since the hive mind passed away, the Illyrium got more and more unstable. Just an hour or two after we had landed on Earth, the Avenger all of a sudden detonated. None of it left. Just smoke, ashes, and metal junk. It was not a pleasant sight. And apparently the exact same thing happened to our base, because most of it was Illyrium powered. When the hive mind died, all of its technology died with it. Maybe that had been the reason why Cydonia exploded. After all, the entire place had been infused with Illyrium. And since we were so foolish to power the entire base with it, it got destroyed as well. Not all of the base has been destroyed, but all of our more modern technologies no longer exist. The heavy plasmas, the normal plasma rifles, hell, even our suits. They did not explode, but they ceased to function. A rather sad turn at the end of this otherwise successful war. But I guess you can't always get a perfect victory out of the whole deal. Not that it matters though. The aliens have been defeated. And even though some more modern technology would have been nice to study and have, there will be no more need for it for now. The war is over. Thankfully, nobody really got hurt. Everyone was evacuated from the base before everything went off. So that is a good thing. Earth is safe. All the people, the countries who were mind-controlled or had betrayed us, had offered themselves to the alien invaders, they were all fine again. Could you believe it? The alien influence was gone. All of Earth was happy, united, at least for the moment. Now we had to rebuild what the aliens had destroyed. It would take quite a while, but it would be worth it. We showed these extraterrestrial bastards not to fuck with our planet. We showed them that the human race means business. And I'm pretty sure they will think twice before another alien race should ever decide to attack this planet again. Definitely nobody will come from outer space anytime soon. I am currently sitting in an office in the remaining parts of the base, and I feel satisfied knowing that the war is over. A lot of people had to die, but at the end it was worth it. We are finally safe. And hey, I've been made a commander, what do you know? There isn't really much need for XCOM anymore, now that there are no more alien enemies threatening our world. But they decided to keep us around, and hey, I believe that is a good thing. Who knows? Maybe eventually. I have not forgotten the words of the hive mind, that denying or refusing his offer could have consequences for us. However, we are not afraid. If there should ever be another alien attack on our world, then we will be ready. If they come again for our race, then we will show them that we mean business a second time. That is the most important thing for now. We shall never give up. We are XCOM, and we saved our world. We shall always be remembered. I don't want to praise myself too much as a hero. But hey, I guess after saving the world, you can talk a little bit high about yourself, right? that is pretty much all for now. The war is over. XCOM has fulfilled its purpose and duty. We will soon have a ceremony for all the souls that passed away in this long act of terror. This has been Captain, or Commander should I say, Commander TSC. And the LP has been a complete success. Indeed, it has. Well, folks, that's it. Indeed, it's over. XCOM, we did it. The LP is over. We got the good ending. The world is safe. The LP is done. And now, I have to be honest with you, I really don't know what to say right now. I had a lot of fun with this Let's Play. I mean, XCOM is one of the best strategy games ever made. I had so much fun with it, and now that it's over, I can't help but feel a little bit sad. I will definitely miss it. I mean, I have a lot of other stuff I can play, but XCOM is just so unique. It has that certain kind of magic and atmosphere. Once you start playing, if you like games like this, you just can't stop. And now that it's over, I feel like a part of me just died. Oh well. Can't be helped, I guess. So, what else is there to say? Well, most importantly, I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed this LP, one of my very first LPs ever, finally done, and so far my longest LP, like how many parts? I believe 141 or 42. Well, it was definitely an epic Let's Play, at least from my point of view. Maybe a little bit of more informations before I leave you. I hope you enjoyed all the edited stuff I did, like the UFO attack when we left Earth, or coming back, the entire speech with the hive mind. All of that was done by me. And if you want to know what the real ending of XCOM is like, unedited and all, it's basically nothing special. Take the screenshots from the speech with the hive mind, throw it in a fast slideshow, maybe a little bit about 15 seconds with a little bit of text, and then you get thrown back to the menu, and that's pretty much it. When I saw that, I just thought, this is so freaking anticlimactic, not good at all for such an epic game to end this abruptly. I will edit my own ending, and I really hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing this ending, and, well, what else is there to say? I hope you enjoyed my Let's Play. I believe I said that already, but since I can't think of anything else, I will just repeat myself over and over. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. I really hope you enjoyed my edited scenes, everything done by me. And, well, the world is now safe. Lots of people had to die, but the world is safe. This has been TheShadowCookie. This has been Let's Play XCOM UFO Defense, or Enemy Unknown, or as I like to call it, Challenge. We did it without reloading. I'm so amazed, even though it's not really an achievement, but who cares? And when we come back, I don't really know. Probably a quickly Let's Play, because I haven't done one of those in ages, and I just feel like playing something normal for once after all the epic adventures we had so far. And after that, I don't know, whatever comes to mind. With all that said, there is just a little bit more I'd like to show you guys. A few screenshots I made. Actually, I believe just 2. Oh, well, whatever. Check them out. This has been your host, TheShadowCookie. This has been XCOM. And I hope you will enjoy all my future LPs as well. Thanks to everyone who watched, all of you. Thanks to everyone who commented. Thanks to everyone who liked it. Thanks to everyone who liked to see a random dude just talk over a random game. When we come back, more Let's Plays, more randomness, more entertainment. Until then, folks, until then. Don't forget to check out the screenshots, they are coming now. We have won the war. However, as you all know, every war requires sacrifices, so it can be won. A lot of brave souls volunteered for the XCOM squad. Sadly, a lot of brave souls also died in this long 1-year event of terror. but all their sacrifices shall never be forgotten. Every single soldier who died in this war has been engraved here in this gravestone, and we will always remember them. They will live on in our minds and hearts. They have sacrificed themselves for the survival of our planet, and they shall always be remembered as heroes. Thank you, especially the Assault Squad on Mars. You all knew the risks. You knew that you could die, and yet you bravely tried to save our world. Thanks to all of you, we made it. Without all of you, we would have lost. Thank you. You shall never be forgotten. And now for something completely different. All the aliens of this game greet you, and they assure you that no real aliens were harmed in the making of this Let's Play. Well, that is their opinion, but if you want to hear my opinion, many aliens were slaughtered in the making of this LP. Especially floaters and sectoids. Yep, they had to die a lot, but all of the other alien kinds got their share as well. However, as you can see, they are not upset at all about it. They are in fact happy that they could be part of such a great project. Please always remember them fondly. Remember how annoying they were. Remember how much of a pain they were. Remember how much their mind control sucked. Remember how much their zombifying sucked. Remember how everything about them sucked. You know what, basically, I changed my mind. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for being so polite, aliens. But if you're supposed to be the only survivors of this war, then I have only one thing to say to you. Basically, screw you and have a nice day. And with that unneeded act of unnecessary violence, the LP is pretty much officially over. Yep, there's nothing left, nothing else to show, nothing else to accomplish. We have saved our planet, we have saved all of mankind, we have saved the future of all humans. Yep, we can pretty much feel satisfied with everything we have done. So, when we come back, a new Let's Play, most likely. So, until then, folks, until... well, come to think of it, I just remembered something. Something about last words. The hive mind did say that if we should refuse his or its offer, we should sort of prepare ourselves for unforeseen consequences, right? Well, we saved our planet and nothing has happened really, so maybe he was really just trying to fool us. Oh well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Until then, until then.